अवैध खनन के बारे में पूरा सदन बहस कर रही है।
हिंदी में बोलते हो, बिहार के प्रभारी हैं।
अभी अभी हमारे पूर्व वक्ता बसदेव आचार्य जी ने बोलते हुए कहा और जिक्र किया बहू और बेटी के बारे में। बल्लारी से बहू तो चुनाव जीती थी, लेकिन वहां से पलायन कर दी। वहां 35,000 का पैकेज भी घोषणा की थी, लेकिन 35,000 छोड़िए 35 रुपए भी बल्लारी जनता को नहीं मिला बहू से। लेकिन जिस बेटी का जिक्र किया सुषमा जी, हमारी नेता, जिन्होंने वहां से हारी, लेकिन हर बार आती है वरमहालक्ष्मी पूजा में और वरमहालक्ष्मी पूजा करके वहां के जनता के साथ जुड़ गई और पूरा बल्लारी को विकास का पथ प्रदर्शन सुषमा जी ने किए है। मित्रों, मैं तो समस्या से ये प्रश्न शुरू नहीं करना चाहता हूं, बोलना नहीं चाहूंगा। समस्या के बारे में वासुदेव आचार्य जी ने और हमारे मित्र भक्तिचरण दास जी ने सबके सामने रखा है, लेकिन इसका समाधान क्या हो सकता है? दो समाधान हो सकते हैं और वो दोनों समाधानों का उदाहरण भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने प्रस्तुत की है और हमारे कर्नाटक के लोकप्रिय मुख्यमंत्री येडियुरप्पा जी ने प्रस्तुत किया है। हमने वहां के सरकार ने एक आदेश किया है, तो हम आयरन ओर का निर्यात बंद करेंगे। कर्नाटक के कोई 10 बंदरगाहों से, 10 पोर्ट से आयरन ओर एक्सपोर्ट नहीं होगा।
प्लीज लेट हिम स्पीक।
और प्रधानमंत्री जी को नेशनल डेवलपमेंट काउंसिल के बैठक में बोलते हुए हमारे मुख्यमंत्री ने आग्रह किया, यदि पूरा देश भर में इलीगल माइनिंग को रोकना है, बंद करना है, तो आयरन ओर का एक्सपोर्ट बंद करिए। यू बैन द एक्सपोर्ट ऑफ आयरन ओर। I don't understand. My dear friend and honorable minister, Mr. Handik is here. And they are bringing in a bill in the Rajya Sabha, an amendment bill to the MMDR Act of 1957, which is an amendment act for 2010. But that amendment act pertains only to the coal. It should have been a comprehensive bill. Sir, I also want to draw the attention of the Honorable House. I was the chairman of the Standing Committee on Coal and Mines, Parliamentary Standing Committee, and I gave a report also in 2004 and 5. There can be only two solutions. One is that whenever you allow iron ore mining, whenever you want to give a lease for iron ore mining, you should give it only for value-added mining. It should not be for the exports. And secondly, ban on the exports. I request Honorable Minister and Government of India, in this House only let them bring the new bill new amendment bill to MMDR Act of 1957 and introduce these two things. One is value addition and ban on export.
Is coming any day, hopefully, during this session.
Very good.
बहुत बढ़िया, आपने हमारी बात मान ली।
On behalf of my leader, Srimati Sushma Swaraj ji, on behalf of my party, Bharatiya Janata Party, in this August House, we welcome if you are bringing banning of the exports of iron ore and value addition while giving the leases for the iron ore mining, my dear sir.
Pass it unanimously.
And I am also assuring you and requesting my other colleagues, including Deve Gowda ji, Basudeb Acharya ji, and our Congress friends, that let us pass this bill unanimous in this House. Sir,
All mines, coal, bauxite, copper, gold.
there is a request, there is a demand from different sections of this House, from various honorable members, that it should be applicable to all the mines also, all the minerals,
All the minerals.
like coal, bauxite, various other minerals. I don't think Bharatiya Janata Party has any problem in this regard. We are ready. We are ready for these two things: value addition as well as ban on export. Friends, my friends in the Treasury bench can raise questions, but sir, I feel that we should examine who is responsible for illegal mining, illegal transportation and illegal export. If we go through the entire procedure, we all know that the state government does only a clerical work. It proposes the mining lease, but the sanction is given by the Indian Bureau of Mines and the Mining Ministry of the Union Government. It is, of course, but after the prospecting, after the reconnaissance, because Indian Bureau of Mines is a technical wing of Ministry of Mines. They have got the wherewithal. They know how much is the ore bearing that area has. Therefore, not only that, they give a mining plan also. They say this much of mining should be done, this much of ore should be removed, not more than that. And it is well within their supervision that they have to follow the miners, the leaseholders have to follow that mining plan. Sir, I also want to bring to your notice that number one, the state government proposes. After the proposal, the Mining Ministry of Union Government and the IBM, after doing all the due diligence, are going to accord the sanction and permission, and afterwards they give the mining plan also. After giving mining plan every year, there is also a permission required by the Ministry of Environment and Forests, Pollution Control Board. That means 3 permissions, out of 3 permissions, 2 permissions from the Union Government is required. And after that, when the ore is excavated, the ore is being transported. And when it is transported, the ore will go to the port. And my dear sir, no port has a state government official. If the honorable members here who are raising questions, if they here who are raising questions, if they are in a cuckoo's world, thinking that their state government officers are sitting in different ports, it is not the state government officers. It is the officers of the Finance Ministry, officers working under the leader of this house, Pranab Da. They are sitting there, customs officers. And it is their duty to see whether the iron ore that reaches the port has to be allowed to get exported or not. Sir,
No, please, let him speak. The minister will reply for that.
अभी तो शुरू हुआ सुनते
I
ही।
request members to listen to the other members
अभी
speak.
आ रहे हैं अभी आ रहे हैं।
No comments in the middle. If at all, there won't be any end. No, nothing will be recorded. Only the Anant Kumar speech will go. Others, the comments which have not gone to the record.
सारा निदान मिलेगा सुनिए।
sir, this
Please, no comment.
illegal mining is going on unabated from last 10 years, 1 decade. I want to give some figures. In 2003-2004, the permits given by Union government for the excavation of iron ore mining in Karnataka was 23.27 lakhs. Exports made 45.76 lakhs. 20.49 lakh metric tons were exported illegally, transported illegally. And in the next year, 2004 and 5, permits given 64.51 lakhs, exports made 116.91 lakhs, difference was 52.39 lakhs. In 2005 and 6, 92.99 lakh permits were given, 114.71 lakh metric tons of exports were made, and 21.71 was illegally. Who was the chief minister? The chief minister was Sri S.M. Krishna and Sri Dharam Singh.
सुना कि नहीं?
Why it happens? Because the customs officer, when the iron ore originates, how an iron ore will become illegal iron ore? That also I think this house should appreciate. Only in 2 ways the iron ore will become illegal iron ore. Number one, if any miner, if he excavates more than the mining plan from X leasehold, then the quantity, extra quantity of the iron ore which is excavated that becomes illegal iron ore. And secondly, if the central government and the state government has given 100 hectares for mining, and the miner does mining activity in 1000 hectares, the remaining extent of the illegal mining becomes illegal iron ore. Who has to check this? On being, I'll come to that. No, definitely.
Please,
Manishji, I'll come to that. No. On being inquired about the jurisdiction of the central government.
Please, right. You carry on. You address the chair. Anant Kumar, you.
Shall I tell you one thing? We have heard Bhakta Charan Das ji with rapt attention. Sometimes truths are bitter, please listen to them. On being inquired about the jurisdiction of central government and the state government, is so far as detection and prevention of illegal mining is concerned, the Ministry of Mines stated, central government's jurisdiction, regulation of mines, minerals is the responsibility of the federal government, and conservation of minerals and for protection of environment. Therefore, hence, framing of laws for prevention of illegal mining is in the jurisdiction of the central government. In 2005-06, my dear friends, in 2006-07, permits were given for 60.55 lakh metric tons. The exports made was 108 lakhs of metric tons. 47.44 lakh metric tons was illegally exported. And 2007 and 8, 89.73 lakh metric tons permission was given. 147 0.34 lakh metric tons exports happened. That is 57.61 lakh metric tons were illegally exported. Who was the Honorable Chief Minister then? H.D. Kumaraswamy. My friend H.D. Kumaraswamy is sitting here. No, I'm not going into that. I'm only telling them. I'm coming to that. I'm only telling you about the genesis of the menace. The menace is, in last 10 years, lakhs of tons of illegal iron ore has been excavated and exported. Therefore, therefore, the responsibility.
Non-comments by sitting.
अरे छोड़िए ना, वो भी पढ़ रहा हूं मैं. 2008 and 9 में.
Please cooperate with the chair to conduct the proceedings.
2008 and 9 में और 2009 and 10 में 33.96 and 71.27 lakh metric tons illegal iron ore was exported. But friends, unfortunately, when this was happening, the state government of Karnataka, led by Yediyurappa, decided that number one, we will not give leases to anybody if they are not ready for value addition. If they don't come out with a steel plant. Therefore, the mining leases were given by Mittal Arcelor, Kalyani Steels, Bhushan Steels, such people who came ready to have the iron mills, steel mills in Karnataka. But whereas in the earlier regimes, no such decision was taken, no decision of value addition was taken, and you are accusing of Bharatiya Janata Party. I want to give you some details. Friends, the Honorable Lokayukta of Karnataka, he investigated between 2006 and 8, and he gave a report, interim report. In that interim report, not as Basudeva Acharya said, 60 illegal mining leases, he has made reference to 99 illegal mining leases. In that illegal mining leases, who are there? Congress Committee. Area encroach 16.83 hectares.
No, please, Anand Kumar, when you raise the...
Sir, I'm quoting only the report. They quoted it.
Please, when they raised about the Reddy brothers, you opposed, I explained the names. Because same way you are raising certain names, I cannot allow to, unless you get permission. Therefore, that cannot be regarded. You can say. That is, I am fair, you can accept it.
Sir,
both sides, I
am ready to authenticate these papers.
No, authenticate, but you have to give prior notice.
No. Our Congress friends should understand that 22 of them,
not the name the
22
name.
of them, their MLAs, their MPs, their general
Generally, you can say no problem, not mention the name.
They have participated in illegal mining according to the Lokayukta of Karnataka. They are involved. What is the answer for that? What is the answer for that? And Honorable Rahul Gandhi, the General Secretary of Congress Party, he came to Karnataka day before yesterday. He said, if anybody is indulging in illegal mining, reject them. He is not here today. Srimati Sonia Gandhi is here today. I want to ask both of them, do they reject them? They are sitting MLAs. They are sitting office bearers of the Congress Party. If you vouchsafe to your words, please reject them. Please reject them.
No, please, not. No. Please.
Sir, they are raising the, if you vouchsafe to your words, please reject them. Please reject them.
No, please, not. No. Please.
Sir, they are raising the names of couple of ministers of our government in Karnataka. I want to tell them they should go to the details. They should go to the documents. They also should know that the Honorable Supreme Court had instituted a Symbian inquiry into Obalapuram Mining Company. But do you know that the later Supreme Court has to give the stay order for OMC, stay order to the CBI investigation. They could not find anything. Whereas these are the indictments, strictures, findings made by the Lokayukta regarding some of our friends. Secondly, sir, my friend Sri Kumar Swamiji is here. And as Basdev Acharya ji said and Bhaktachan Das ji said, we had an alliance with JDS. We wanted to keep Congress out. We wanted to give a non-Congress government in Karnataka. Therefore, we gave support to him. What is the situation? I want to give a comparative figure. During Sri S.M. Krishna's period, you asked now how much is recommended. How many mining leases have been recommended, to what extent? That's the question of this Honorable House, and I respect that question. I want to give the comparison. During Sri S.M. Krishna's period, 1999 to 2004, 16 cases was recommended to Government of India to the tune of 2,048 hectares. That is more than 5,500 acres. Sri Dharam Singh's period, between 28/5/2004 to 2/2/2006, 42 cases were recommended. Then the JDS was supporting Dharam Singh ji, Congress party, to the extent of 2,964.29 hectares. That is more than 6,000 acres. During Sri H.D. Kumaraswamy's period, 2/2/2006 to 9/10/2007, 44 cases have been recommended to the tune of 8,042.30 hectares. And during our period, Yediyurappaji's period, 23 mining leases have been recommended to the tune of 991 hectares, all for value addition. Nothing for stray leases like that. Not only that, my senior colleague Devegowda ji is here, and Sri H.D. Kumaraswamy is here. On October 6th of 2007, we withdrew the support to Kumaraswamy government. We withdrew the support to Kumaraswamy government. When the party which has 80 MLAs, in Karnataka you have 224 MLAs in the legislature, they had 40 MLAs, we had 79 plus 5, 84 MLAs, 79 Bharatiya Janata Party and 5 JDU. We fought as an alliance. When we withdrew our support, from that moment, the government came into minority. They lost the majority. They lost the moral and constitutional sanction to govern. At that time, they have given leases. In the last days of Kumaraswamy government, they have given 22. Sir.
If you have recommended anything when a government was in minority, I will quit my politics.
No, wait.
Beginning itself, Honorable Speaker ji, beginning itself he told.
Please let him say why are you talking.
Beginning itself he told that
Wait,
state
I am going to answer
government
that.
only clerical job. Beginning, he told in the beginning itself, state government recommendation issue is only clerical job. Central government has to take the decision, whichever permission, whichever cases we recommend to the central government, that is the power of decision of central government. Recommendation is different. Permission granted by central government is different. He only, in the beginning itself he told.
Sir, my dear friend Honorable Kumar Swamy
Please, please.
has taken the challenge. No, he has given the challenge. The same thing I am talking, sir. The Honorable former Chief Minister of Karnataka, my Honorable colleague, Sri H.D. Kumar Swamy, has given a challenge. Now it is for me to accept. Hello, no?
Please address, chair, please.
Hello, I am addressing you only, sir.
Please address, chair.
Sir, on 6th October,
Please listen.
sir, on 6th October 2007, a mining lease for K. Venkatesh has been recommended by Kumar Swamy government. The minority government. Not only that, to prove a point, on 5th October, he has recommended to one Shri Ramesh Kumar. On 4th October, he has recommended to Muhammad Imam Niaji. 6. On 5th October, one Ram Murthy. On 5th October, Messrs. Banashankari Mining Corporation. On 4th October, M. Babanna. On 5th October, R.N. Ashok. Chitan, do you want more? 5th October, Mineral Enterprises. 6, no. I told. On the day when he became minority, 6th October, also he recommended Mr. Venkatesh. Now he is changing the stance. What is the stance he is taking? He is taking, I can recommend, 1 minute now, I can recommend, but it is up to the union government. Sir, my only question to the entire House and Honorable Kumar Swamy is that it is not in the hands of any state government to accord the mining permission. It is only in the hands of the state government to recommend. Our question is, when your government became minority, why did you recommend? That is the question.
Please. Okay. Please, order, please.
After my government's minority, if I recommend any single case, I'll quit from politics.
On record, I read.
Politics. You give the.
Okay, so wind up, please, wind up. Please wind up, please. Anantakumar.
I request your good self. I am not going to disturb Mr. Anant Kumar. I am simply watching the proceedings. Let Kumar Swamy, I request him to keep silent. When our term is going to come, we are going to.
No, you reply. The next you are going to. Please wind up, Anantakumar.
Sir,
Already you have a lot of time.
no. There was so much of disturbance.
No, many members have to speak.
Sir, there was so much of disturbance.
Try to wind up. Please.
Sir,
No. Okay. Doctor, please keep silent. Maintain silent. No. Don't throw the papers, sir. No, don't
Sir.
throw the papers, right? Please.
till now I was speaking on what were the findings of Lokayukta Justice Santosh Hegde. These are the findings of Santosh Hegde. Interim findings, and that in a recent governmental order of Karnataka, we have also said that don't investigate only up to 2008. Don't investigate only up to 2008. Please investigate up to 2010. That is the decision of the Karnataka government, including our period. And they are raising the question, why not CBI? The basic question is, how are you using CBI? How are you using CBI in Gujarat? How are you using CBI in Uttar Pradesh under Mulayam Singh Yadav? How are you using CBI in Bihar under Lalu Prasad Yadav? Sir, how are you using CBI?
Vice Chairman, sir.
And Sushil Kumar
The point is, the point has been already answered by the Honorable Home Minister Mr. Chidambaram on Gujarat issue. This House is fully aware of the fact. It is on the question of, on the direction of the Supreme Court. CBI is investigating the case. It has been made clear, and they are making a political speech, forgetting everything.
Sir, the question is, the Honorable Supreme Court might have directed, but the CBI cannot be Congress Bureau of Investigation. It cannot be. It is unfortunate, sir. It is unfortunate. They are misusing the CBI against Miss Jayalalitha in Tamil Nadu also. This is the way they are misusing.
Please wind up. Please try to wind up.
Sir, what is there to conclude?
No, please conclude.
They are not allowing me
Please
to speak.
let him conclude.
No,
Let him
they are not
conclude.
allowing me to speak.
Let him conclude. No, I think we're going to record. Anand Kumar, nothing will go on record. You are to speak.
Sir, how can it?
You speak.
Sir,
Nothing will go on. Nothing will go on record.
sir, you know.
You are not causing all person on our government.
Narayan Samadhi said please speak.
Supreme Court is coming.
No, nothing will go on record. Except Anand Kumar, nothing will go on record.
He has been mentioning that he is causing all person on the Supreme Court itself because Supreme Court has directed the Gujarat case.
Sir, I don't know why our Parliamentary Affairs Minister is misleading the entire House. I have not
Trying to mislead the House. When you mislead the House, you have to correct it. It is our duty to correct the honorable member. When he is misleading the House,
Directing the use of CBI, our only language, our only opposition is that the ruling party, the Congress party, cannot use
Please wind up. Please wind
the
up.
CBI, the Criminal Bureau of Investigation, for partisan purposes and political purposes. They cannot use that. That is the issue, sir.
Mr.
And they are
Devagowda,
doing
next.
it. They are doing it in every state.
Please conclude.
Sir, I am concluding. They are doing it in every state. Sir, the question is, the Karnataka state decided, the Karnataka state government decided that when there is a Lokayukta under the leadership of Sri
Please,
Santosh
please,
Hegde,
please,
Justice Santosh Hegde. Santosh Hegde, a most righteous former justice of the Honorable Supreme Court, his investigations will be more credible compared to CBI. CBI is manned by officers.
Please address chair. Please address chair.
CBI is manned by the officers who work under the behest of the Congress party and UPA and Congress government. Therefore, I am once again using all the energies at my command. I am telling you, sir, if they want to destabilize the federal structure of India, if they want to use the Criminal Bureau of Investigation as a Congress Bureau of Investigation, Bharatiya Janata Party or any non-Congress party is not ready to support them. We are not with CBI. We don't allow CBI. We are ready for any other investigation.
Okay, thank you.
Sir,
No, it
sir,
is.
No, I have not completed.
Complete this guy.
Sir, sir,
Please.
Lokayukta.
Please wind up. You said you
I am
will
winding
wind
up,
up.
sir.
Please wind
I
up.
am winding up. Sir, Lokayukta gave a report, in an interim report. I quote and unquote, sir. The Honorable Lokayukta in the report, the commissions and omissions of Sri N. Dharam Singh have resulted in transportation of illegally mined ore, causing revenue loss to the state to the extent of 23 crores, 22 lakhs, 11,850 rupees. When Dharam Singh was the chief minister, the Lokayukta says his commissions and omissions of the Honorable Chief Minister have resulted in transportation of illegally mined ore, causing revenue loss to the state to the extent of 23 crores, 22 lakhs, 11,850 rupees. By his commission and omissions, Sri N. Dharam Singh has committed misconduct and acted in a manner of unbecoming of a public servant of the class to which he belongs.
No, that's
Sir, this is
even the member
these are the
cannot
findings of the
make allegations.
Lokayukta.
The allegations cannot be recorded.
These are the
Allegations
findings
cannot be
of the
recorded.
Lokayukta.
You have to give the prior notice and then only you can make allegation. Even the member of the house, you have to give the prior. You are not given.
Sir, I am not alleging anything. Sir,
6
sorry.
o'clock now, 6 o'clock.
Sir, excuse me.
Now, please. No. It is now 6 o'clock. We still have 15 members yet to speak because many parties not yet to participate in the discussion. Therefore, if all accept, we can extend out the house till the discussion is over. They are accepting all. They are extending. With the consent of the house, the time is extended till the discussion is over. Then afterwards, 0 hour will be taken over. Therefore, please try to wind up.
Sir, I am winding up.
Wind up, please wind up.
Sir, before winding up,
Let him finish.
sir, before winding up, I want to submit whatever I am quoting. They are not any press clippings. They are not any allegations. They are the finding of the Honorable Lokayukta of Karnataka. Therefore, I can definitely place them before you, sir. Sir,
Wind up, please.
sir, therefore, the most unfortunate thing, when Sri Rameshwar Thakurji was the governor of Karnataka, Bansal Saab,
Please.
Honorable Governor of Karnataka, instead of allowing the Lokayukta to proceed against the then Chief Minister Sri Dharam Singh belonging to the Congress party, after Lokayukta's finding,
No, please.
overruled the entire findings of those sections of the findings of the Honorable Lokayukta and saved Dharam Singh. This is how even the governor's office is being misused in Karnataka, sir.
Please.
Sir,
No,
my
please.
only request to you, sir, and my only request to the entire house. No, therefore, sir,
Make an allegation against the
That
member.
I told, already I told.
I should be removed from record.
Already I told. Already I
sir,
told.
I am not making an allegation. I am only reading the excerpts from the Lokayukta's report. This
No,
is
yes.
Lokayukta report.
No, please.
When
please.
this is a Lokayukta report, I can read it
No,
out,
no, no.
read out from it, sir.
No.
Sir,
If at all, even your report, any allegation, you have to get the permission.
हाउस के मेंबर है उनका नाम लेने में क्या दिक्कत
No, you have to get permission from that.
जो हाउस के मेंबर नहीं है नाम नहीं ले लेकिन वो तो
No,
मेंबर है
this
उनके
is,
नाम में क्या
this
दिक्कत
is, that is,
अभी कहाँ सो रहे हैं बुलाइए उनको
please.
बुलाओ ना अभी बुलाओ
Devagowda, next,
no,
Devagowda.
no, sir, I have not completed.
Please wind up this. Already you are taking 45.
My request
You have
is,
taken
sir,
45 minutes.
My request on behalf of Bharatiya Janata Party that the Bharatiya Janata Party led government under the leadership of Sri B.S. Yediyurappa in Karnataka has taken exemplary decision to stop the illegal iron ore mining, and no other state in the country, because mining, as our honorable mining minister knows, 50%, 25% comes from Jharkhand and Chhattisgarh, and remaining 50% comes from more than the 10 states. In that, Karnataka is also one major state, and we have taken a decision to ban the exports and only give leases to the value addition. when we have taken this exemplary decision, as assured by the Honorable Minister, Sri Handikji, let him bring a comprehensive bill to ban the exports.
Okay.
Let him bring a exemplary and comprehensive bill to accord permission only to the value addition of mining. The Bharatiya Janata Party is going to support.
Okay.
Bharatiya Janata Party per se is against illegal mining,
And
illegal of
export.
iron ore mining, and it is the responsibility of the union government in last 6 years. Because Vasudev Acharya ji, as well as Bhakti Chandas ji said, if at all there is a huge spurt in illegal iron ore mining, it is in last 6 years. And I want to remind the honorable ministers, in last 6 years it has been UPA 1, UPA 2, led by Sri Manmohan Singh ji and guided by Srimati Sonia Gandhi ji. Therefore, it is their responsibility to stop the illegal iron ore mining. In that effort, we are with them, we are with the country. Thank you very much, sir.
Shri H.D. Devagowda. Was taken.